Hello everyone, No One of Consequence here with episode 22 of my remastered original Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Module playthrough series, the campaign from which is now in its 12th year. And here is the current player character roster. We have 6 characters being run by 4 different players. And here is the roster of both human and animal NPCs associated with the party. However, as you can see, the characters riding animals are all still missing, having been taken from the characters when they themselves were captured. Where we left off last time, the characters had just finished battling with an Umber Hulk. However, it turned out that the monster really just wanted to escape from the pit chamber where it had been trapped. So, after the characters cleared away from its path, the creature ran off into the darkness. The characters continued exploring level 3, working their way east. They soon entered a large chamber and were confronted by an Etten. The monster was dwelling in complete darkness, so Garrett moved in with a torch to help illuminate the space. Obrak, Aramis, and Varus all advanced and began fighting the creature. Aramis took a nasty hit before the Etten was finally defeated. The characters returned to the east-west hallway and continued following it east. They soon arrived at a sunken room designed to look like a natural cavern. Being a dwarf, Obrak could tell that it was not naturally formed. Varus hopped onto his floating disc and floated down to the floor level. This is a bit of a misuse of the spell, I know, but I like rewarding creative thinking. Aramis, Niobe, and Obrak lowered themselves down using a rope, and then the 4 characters began exploring the space. Suddenly, they were attacked by 2 large dog-like creatures with teeth made of solid bone plates, capable of breaking through shield and armor in a single bite. Aramis and Varus both fumbled in the same combat round, but the monsters were eventually defeated. Although the characters could see another corridor leading off to the southwest, they decided to retrace their steps and investigate other unexplored areas they had previously bypassed. Next, the characters discovered a short flight of steps going up, and at the top, they entered a large hexagonal-shaped chamber. The characters saw that there were 4 doors around the room's perimeter. Niobe cast a silence spell at a pair of doors located to the north, while the characters prepared to investigate 2 doors to the south. The silence spell effect is outlined in blue in this screenshot. However, the sound of the characters merely speaking soon attracted the attention of a troll, which emerged from the door in the southeast wall. And soon a second troll emerged from the southwestern door, attracted by the noise of fighting. After defeating the 2 trolls, the characters set their bodies on fire to prevent them from regenerating and coming back to life. The characters had also noticed a flight of stairs to the west. However, they decided not to follow them. They once again decided to retrace their steps and explore additional doors that they had previously bypassed. Next, the characters found a prisoner chamber. Garrett picked the lock, and inside were some humanoids and 2 humans who claimed to be farmers. They said they had been captured during one of the temple's raids. They told the characters that there had originally been 3 of them, but the humanoids in their cell had eaten their friend, Charlie. The characters released the 2 farmers, but relocked the cell with the humanoids still inside. Nearby, the characters found another prison cell, which contained a bugbear, a gnoll, and 2 ogres. But once again, they simply relocked the door and left the monsters there. By now, the characters decided it was time to return to Hamlet for the day. Of course, they brought the rescued farmers back with them. You can see them here, sitting with Jasmine and Quan. The characters planned to house the farmers here until they regained their strength, and then send them on their way back home. They also updated Elmo and Turjan on their latest exploits at the temple. Returning to the room where they had defeated the Etten on the day before, the characters opened an uninvestigated nearby door. Behind it, they found a short flight of stairs leading down. The stairs led to a room decorated and furnished completely in black. Soon, the characters were attacked by a large group of shadows. After defeating the shadows, the party found some treasure in their lair. Nearby, the characters found a room similar to the first, only this one was decorated all in red. Retracing their steps, the characters returned to the Etten lair and then explored behind yet another door. Following the hallway beyond it, they discovered a fountain flowing with water, and still another door nearby. Opening the door, the characters found a richly furnished room, but with the skeleton of a female elf lying on the floor. Suddenly, the ghost of the elf appeared, now transformed into a banshee. Here is the Banshee, or Groaning Spirit, entry in the first edition Monster Manual. She immediately used her Keening Wail attack, which I've highlighted here, against the entire party. Thorol failed his saving throw versus the wailing attack and died from fright. He dropped dead right there on the spot, as called for in the Monster Manual. The surviving characters had to make a second saving throw, this time versus fear, or flee from the room. Everyone except Obrak failed the second save, and those characters all ran away. Despite one fumble attack, Obrak managed to nearly kill the Banshee, whereupon it begged for its, quote, life. She said she would lead Obrak to her hidden treasure if he would agree to leave her here to linger in undeath. Obrak agreed to the bargain, but warned the Banshee against any tricks. He reminded her that he had survived her worst attacks, and that he would not hesitate to end her existence. The Banshee led Obrak to a nearby room and showed him where to find its hidden treasure. Soon afterwards, the other characters recovered from their fright and rejoined Obrak. Everyone agreed that this encounter was plenty enough for one day, and the characters returned to Hamlet, carrying Thorol with them. Once safely back at the inn, the characters used a Halloween reward item to bring back Thorol. Alright, well that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you can, please leave a comment and let me know what you think. If you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel. If you know a good place, please share the video. And anything you do to help support the channel, I appreciate it. Thanks again. Bye for now.